Good morning. Thursday morning, 6:05 a.m., May 5th, 2022 on the East Coast of the United States. Well, this morning we're going to move over further west in the world. We started with the Far East. We did some coffee from Papua New Guinea, which is near Australia. We went to Indonesia for aged Sumatra. Yesterday we did Kahawa ya Congo, Africa, and now we're going to jump over to Central America. Let me show you where this coffee is from that we're going to drink this morning. Okay, so here is Central America. All right, do we need to look at a map of the world first? Okay, North America. Then, here, let me mark my place here. I don't want to lose my place in this great big atlas. Okay, North America, Mexico, Central America, South America. Okay, we're going to be going down here. So let me show you. All right, Mexico, Central America, righty? We're going to Nicaragua with our taste buds this morning in the mountains around Matagalpa. Don't know if that's the correct pronunciation. I usually try to check these things, but didn't check this one this morning. So, Central America, we got places like Guatemala, Honduras. There's Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama Canal, connecting to Colombia there. So, we're going to go ahead and make La Cumplida Refinada. Now, this is grown in Nicaragua. This is a Master Origins coffee. It is an Arabica that's grown in the La Cumplida region in the mountains around Matagalpa in Nicaragua. Now, is it the same as the Nespresso Nicaragua coffee? It's the same coffee, but it is processed differently. This La Cumplida Refinada, after the coffee cherries are picked, that's my coffee machine telling me it's heated up. It is sprayed with a native yeast and let to sit for 72 hours, which makes some fermentation happen that's different than what happens with just the plain Nicaragua coffee. So that develops sort of wild fruity flavors like wild cherry and pomegranate. And now let me get the box. Where's the box? Here we go. Pretty, isn't it? Okay, let me see if there's anything else on here, because in a minute I'm gonna, the good news is this is one of those areas like, what did we do yesterday already? I'm forgetting. Yes, the Congo. The Reviving Origins program that Nespresso has, where they're helping in the La Cumplida region of Nicaragua. They're helping about 20 different farms they're planting sustainable shade trees, because the coffee has to grow with some shade, and helping them develop processes that don't use as much water to process the coffee, and just sort of helping to bring them up out of a kind of depressed state and revive the coffee making in that area, provide jobs for people, take better care of the environment, and so on. That's the good news. I'll tell you the bad news in just a minute. It's bad for us, possibly. Okay, this says, desiring a perfect cup, Nespresso collaborated on a new approach to fermentation with La Cumplida farmers from Nicaragua to master the process and unlock smooth, candied cherry and pomegranate notes. La Cumplida's La Cumplida Farms, this is again just tiny print. Local craftsmen refine coffee cherry fermentation time and temperature to unveil surprisingly balanced and exquisite aromas. Nespresso supports local farms in planting up to 100,000 native trees. It protects nature and contributes to the production of high-quality coffee. So this has an intensity of 5, and it is recommended to drink it black or with sugar. Again, I wish that it had a, Nicaraguan looking capsule, but that's okay. Alrighty, so I am going to run this as an espresso. Now, I'm going to tell you the bad news, all right? Do you remember when I reviewed Nordic Cloudberry? Well, reviews that I have read of La Cumplida Refinada have said, put a spoon here, that it is what they would call an uncoffee like Nordic Cloudberry. And I remember that the review that I did of Nordic Cloudberry, I titled it Nordic Cloudberry, Where's the Coffee? So, this is supposed to have almost a cherry wine kind of taste to it. We'll see. Taste the... All right, let's see here. Now, I did read that whereas compared to a lot of coffees that have a very fruity cherry taste, this is not medicinal tasting, as some coffees can be reminiscent of. Let me give it another try. Well, they're right. It's, not particularly, it's not that coffee kind of flavor that you would expect. It's not like a weak coffee. It's just kind of not like coffee. Let me get some simple syrup here. Rather than putting in sugar, I'm going to use a little bit of simple syrup. Now, I will say that I read a few recipes, and all of the recipes use things like orange syrup and lemon soda if you're making an iced one. Let me try this again. Okay, so in all honesty, this is pleasant. If you had somebody who wanted a hot drink and they didn't particularly care for coffee, this is almost like a strong tea. Now, it doesn't have the tea, that kind of makes you pucker up, the astringency of tea. It's got like the flavor, the nice flavor of tea. This, it's pleasant. Let's see, in terms of caffeine. Oh, do I have a caffeine thing here? Here, you can look with me. Let me turn some more lights on. I don't know how up to date we are here. Let's kind of go down. Oh, look at that. There it is. La Cumplida Refinada, 57 milligrams. So that's really not much at all, which means I will definitely have another cup or two of something this morning. So, they said just either drink it black or sweeten it. I wonder what would happen if I put just the littlest drop of milk. Let me grab the milk. know, I always like to experiment. Okay, just a little bit. Okay. You know, just because they recommend a certain way of doing it, well, that may not be what appeals to your taste buds, right? This tastes like some kind of a milk beverage. If someone gave this to me, I don't think that I would say there's coffee in it. Honestly, just for the interest's sake, for a different experience, I would recommend trying it. Maybe go in on a sleeve with a friend. You know, if worse comes to worse, if you're just drinking your coffee for caffeine, you can, you know, make some kind of coffee and dump one of these in to boost your caffeine level a little bit. It's interesting. It's interesting. Now listen, some of you who know me know that when I say something is interesting, sometimes I can be implying something different. You know, like, oh, like if you go in somebody's house and they've redecorated and you think it's terrible, but you don't say that. You say, oh, how interesting. No, I'm not using it that way with this. This really is interesting. It's unusual. And it is better than the cloudberry. And I wish I had one of those cloudberry capsules right now so I could make it and compare it. Because, you know, I always say, don't just go by your first taste. Try it several times. And by the way, I do plan to try this, you know, over the next few days, again, a few times, because sometimes trying something new is like a shock to your taste buds, and it takes a little while to get accustomed to it and then really give it a fair evaluation. So, now I'm going to make myself one of my old favorites. I hope you have a wonderful day today.